Have you ever looked back on your life and thought, I wasted so many years? Maybe it was a relationship that drained you, a job that crushed your spirit, a version of yourself that you no longer recognize. We've all been there. We've all questioned the past. What if I had made a different choice? What if I had followed my intuition back then? Or maybe even worse, what if it's too late now? These thoughts echo silently in our minds, often disguised as guilt, regret, or shame. But what if I told you that you can recover those lost years? That it's not over? That you haven't missed your chance? In fact, what if the best years of your life are still waiting to unfold? Starting now, let me guide you through this. 1. The pain is real, but so is the possibility. First, let's acknowledge something important. Yes, the pain is real. Yes, you may have made choices that didn't serve you. And yes, time has passed. But what you've lived until now was not a waste. It was preparation. Those experiences, even the most painful ones, shaped your soul. They taught you what you don't want. They burned illusions. They awakened you. Now, you are no longer walking blind. Now you are ready to create with intention. Let me give you an example. There are people who spend 10, 20, 30 years in a toxic marriage, thinking that leaving would ruin everything. Then one day, they finally let go, and within 2 years, they rediscover who they are. They glow. They find love again, love for life and for themselves. And they often say, I finally feel alive. It wasn't wasted time. It was a journey that brought them to truth. 2, the universe never wastes your pain. Here's a powerful truth. Nothing you've lived is lost. Not the heartbreak, not the delay, not even your detours. The universe, or God, if that's how you connect, is not cruel or chaotic. It's precise. It's intelligent. It's loving. Everything that happened to you was also happening for you. Even your mistakes were used as teachers. Even your delays were divine pauses. Even your breakdowns prepared the ground for breakthrough. That job that didn't work out, it taught you boundaries. That friend who betrayed you, it showed you what trust really means. That depression you went through, it forced you to go deeper, to question, to listen, to awaken. 3, the present moment is where power lives. Here's something we all forget. The past doesn't exist anymore, and the future hasn't happened yet. All you truly have is now, and now is the doorway to everything you want to become. When you stop arguing with the past, when you stop replaying scenes in your head, you begin to free yourself. Let me give you a practice. Every time your mind says, you should have done it differently, breathe deeply and say, but I didn't, and I'm here now, and that's enough. You begin again in the moment you choose to stop punishing yourself. For the age lie is not too late. How many dreams have died because of a number you think, but I'm already 40, but I'm 50, it's too late, but I should have started when I was younger. Who told you that? Who decided your timeline? It wasn't your soul. Your soul doesn't care about clock. It only cares about expansion. Let me tell you about a woman who started painting at 70. She had never picked up a brush before. By 75, her art was in galleries. By 80, she was inspiring people around the world. Was it too late, or was it just the right time? 5, you're not a victim, you're the creator now. Many of us were the identity of the one who suffered. We repeat our stories of trauma. We say things like, because of my childhood, because of what they did to me. But here's what sets you free. You're not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become now. A powerful example is Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, who found meaning even in the darkest suffering. He said, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our power to choose. That space is your power." 6. Your imagination is a portal. Use it wisely. We've been taught to use our imagination against ourselves. We imagine failure. We imagine being rejected. We rehearse pain before it even happens. But what if you imagine a life that lights you up? What if you visualize peace, joy, connection? Here's a practice. Before you sleep, imagine the life you want, not vaguely, but in detail. See the house, feel the relationships, smell the air, walk through your dream as if it were real. Your subconscious mind begins to believe. And when belief changes, your actions follow. And when actions follow, your world shifts. 7. Silence the mind, free the soul. There's a gap between your thoughts. And in that gap, you are free. You don't have to meditate for hours. Just start noticing. I'm thinking this, but I don't need to follow it. When a painful memory arises, just observe it like a cloud. Don't resist. Don't attach. Soon, you'll realize something powerful. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness watching them. That realization alone can change your life. 8. Create your future with intention. You don't need to keep living on autopilot. You don't need to repeat what was. Write a new story. Speak a new language. Take a new posture. If you want a peaceful life, start behaving as if peace is already yours. If you want connection, show up with an open heart. If you want abundance, treat your life as fertile ground, not lack. Identity creates reality. So step into the identity of the person who is already healed, already forgiven, already awakened. Now, listen closely. If right now, the universe whispered in your ear and said, "I will restore everything you lost, the time, the joy, the strength, but only if you start now," would you say yes? Because this is your moment, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Now, begin again, not from the wound, but from wisdom. You are not broken. You are becoming. If this message touched something deep inside you, subscribe to this channel, The Healing Vibe. We're here to remind you every single week that healing is not only possible, it's already happening. Subscribe now and step into the life that's waiting for you. Let's rise together